Here we go. I'm live. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having the best day ever. Hope you guys are living your best lives. I hope you are in control and taking charge of what is ahead of you. So, without further ado, what are we here to talk about today? I'm here to talk about the power of choice and taking back your life. We let society scratch that. As veterans, unfortunately, sometimes we tell ourselves that society is holding us back. Society is the reason why we are how we are. Society is the thing we got to blame. But we take ownership away from ourselves. We take ownership away from the fact that we are in control. When we get out of the military, we have to stop treating society as if it's the only thing that can control our future, and society is to blame. Society is not to blame. We are a part of society now. The choice is yours. Remember that. So as you get out and you think about, what can I do to make my life better? What can I do to take control? What can I do to truly be in the driver's seat of my life and be a freaking fighter jet and not a hot air balloon? It starts with your decisions. Your decisions. Because at the end of the day, you are where you are today because of the decisions you've made. At the end of the day, you are right now where you are at in life because of your past decisions. You got to take ownership over it. You got to own it. You got to believe it. You got to truly understand it. But that also means that you have the power to change the future. You are in control of your future, your tomorrow. And today, the decisions, the things that you do differently today will influence what tomorrow looks like for you. And if you accept it, you believe it, you understand it, before you know it, your tomorrow, your future will look so much better. So we got to stop expecting society to change for us as we are veterans, and we get out and we think that society needs to conform to us and accept us and do more for us. You need to do more for yourself. We can't change society. We can't change the narrative of the nation. We have to accept that now we are in society and we need to change ourselves to be able to fit into this society, into this nation. We are responsible for ourselves. We are responsible for our future. We are responsible for our family, for the way that we raise ourselves and our kids. You can't change the world. You can change you. And then by that, the narrative, the culture, the way that we see ourselves as veterans, the way that we treat ourselves as veterans, that will change in time. Of course, it's easier said than done. But let me ask you this. The things in life that are worth doing, the things in life that give you true results, are they easy or are they hard? Because if they're easy, you won't really respect it. But if it takes effort and it's hard, then it'll mean something to you. Of course things are hard. Of course it's worth doing. Imagine coming into this society and understand that you're not responsible for changing everybody. You're responsible for changing you. That is powerful, my friend. At the end of the day, you can make a complete change in your life by being willing to put yourself out there. By understanding that when you come here, the way that you treat yourself, the things that you say to yourself, the things that you do towards yourself, they influence everything around you. And you have control over your life. You have control over what you do. You're waking up early in the morning, being willing to go do that workout that you've been avoiding, eating the right foods, making sure you go to bed on time, saying no to that friend that all they want to do is drink, saying no to that booty call at 2 a.m. You decide what your standards are. Out. But you pushed so far away from the military that you forgot who you were. Now, how can you remind yourself? How can you bring yourself back to remind yourself what you are capable of? by developing an undeniable list of evidence of what you're capable of. By developing an undeniable list of the things that you are capable of doing. By stacking your wins. By having a track record of accomplishments. Are you paying attention to what you're actually capable of doing? We focus so much on all the negative stuff and all the bad stuff and all the things that we failed at and all the things we weren't able to accomplish. And we recognize them and we remember them and they stay freaking ingrained in our mind. But why not celebrate the wins? Why not focus on positives? Why not stack those freaking wins? Get higher and higher and higher, and before you know it, you are freaking up there. Failure only happens when you don't learn the lesson. Absolutely model that for your kids as well. At the end of the day, you have to remember, you're in charge of you. You are in charge of your life. You're not in charge of society. You can't control the way that they treat you. You can control how you treat the world. Be a good person. Develop people skills. Harness the strength that the military gave you. Leverage the skills that the military taught you and unlearn the negative stuff. Let go of the ego. Evolve. You have so much more left to do in this world. You will be a leader in the society if you want yourself to be. But remember, it's your choice. So stop wishing that society treated you differently and start realizing that you can be that person that you need to be in society and excel. You're not a victim. You have everything inside of you. You have the tools in your toolkit. Now go out there and use them. Do the things that benefit you. Do the things that make you better. Now, if you're here watching and any of this hit home for you, drop a comment below. Let me know why this hits home for you. What about this resonates with you? So if you're here watching and any of this hit home for you, I want to know why. Men's Happiness Project. Listen, you keep looking to try and make a change in your life. You keep looking. The fact that you think this is too much positivity tells me that you have a lot of negativity that's taking up space in your mind and you're not allowing yourself to have positivity, man. That nihilistic approach towards the world of thinking that, well, we have to have balance of some positive, some negative. It's not real. It's not true. It's the lie that we feed ourselves to accept why we're not happy. Because if we're not happy, we can blame something else. Well, this is just the way it is. We have to be a little bit like this. This is the way it is. It's not true. We have to evolve. We have to change our mindset. And if we keep thinking that there's too much positivity out there, you are basically saying, you are saying out loud that you want some negativity. And that's not healthy, my friend. It's holding you back. Steve said, by evolving your mindset and use adversity to become a better version of yourself, yes. When you put yourself through intentional hardships, when you deliberately choose the hard life, you are preparing yourself for when resiliency is needed. You are preparing yourself for when things will get hard. You are preparing yourself for when destruction comes your way. Because it won't destroy you, I promise you. You will be able to heal and do better. And if you think you need balance, Men's Happiness Project, I question your name, my friend. And this is me calling you out. Because no, you don't need negativity in your life. Negativity is what's holding you back. You need self-induced hardships, but that's not negativity. It's a positive. Everything in your life can be a positive. And if you feel like you need negativity, there's other stuff that you have to do some work on, my friend. Jupes, the artist, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Everything resonates. I'm very happy to hear that. Some things you're saying, I'm not ready to hear, let alone say it to myself. Savvy. Recognition is its own reward. So if you know that you're not ready to hear them, it means that you know that you need them. But yet the magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Alex Hormozi said that on the Modern Wisdom podcast. And it's true. The things you're looking for, what's up, Caesar? Ra? The things you're looking for are the magic. It's all in the work you're avoiding. You won't become less busy and then do better. You need to do better now so you become less busy in your life. You're not going to become healthier and then start taking care of yourself. It's the other way around. It's the flip side of that. Things don't get better, and then you can have a better life. Bro, you already script, just talk from within yourself. Men's Happiness Project, you got so much hate in your heart, man. Let it out. There's no script. Look, I'm live. This is my computer. I'm just live. I'm not reading a script, my friend. Some of us just have a little bit more to share in this world, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. You seem very angry. There's no script, man. This is from inside, dude. Things are over for a couple months after I got back from Afghanistan. I just got the Army. Oops, the artist. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you came across this live. I'm happy that you're here. And, dude, it gets easier. It gets better with time. I promise you. Everything this guy says, I believe you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And there's, yes, you can heal. You have to understand that it's not about negatives. You have to find the negatives so you can know where to see the positive. No, we don't. Because it's not about finding the negative. You know what the negatives are. You know what the bad things are in your life. You know what you're doing that's hurting you. But it's not about doing less of those things. It's about doing more of the positive things. When you allow more positivity into your life, when you allow yourself to start actually healing, you allow more space for goodness in your life, for love. When you think you have to have negatives in your life, that's what you're going to focus on. You're going to focus on the negatives. And it just doesn't work that way, my friend. Chris, it's been 13 years for me, and I am finally healing from Iraq. Beautiful. I love that. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for giving me a follow. I appreciate it. Steven, you motivate me to get better every day. Brother, I love you, man. For those of you that don't know, Steven just got started today, and he will be officially starting his program tomorrow with me, and I'm very happy to have him be a part of the Vet Rise Academy. At the end of the day, he is taking his life into his own hands, and he is finding that positive in his life. So again, if you're watching this, and this is hitting home with you, if this resonates with you, I want to see how. I want to see why. What about you? What about you in your life? Do you know you need to change? What about you in your life are you unhappy with? What about you in your life do you know you need to remove because you are allowing it to drag you down and it is no longer serving any purpose in your life anymore? We got to change the mentality of thinking that society is going to change for us and they need to accept us and they need to welcome us with open arms. It's just not true. I promise you, if you come into society and you're willing to accept society and change a little bit of who you are and drop the veteran ego and work on leveraging the positive things from the military, I promise you, I guarantee you not only will do well in society, you will exceed in society. You will surpass everybody who's been here longer than you. That's the magic pill. Understanding that you can leverage the positive things from the military and let go of the negatives. You really can. You have to let go of the negatives. Drop the veteran ego. Stop the judgment of everybody around you. Stop feeling like everything is on your shoulders. The Men's Happiness Project, I encourage you to try and look for positives in your life. You don't need the negatives, my friend. They're holding you back. You gotta let go. For me, worrying excessively over what could happen was a huge paralyzing thing. Can we enjoy? Absolutely. We cannot worry about what's going to happen. We have control over it. People always tell you, like, let go of the things you can't control. Well, is that true? Or can't you control them? I'm gonna tell you something. I got news for you. And I appreciate you, Cesar. I'm just right here talking, my friend. I got news for you. Your current situation, where you are at right now in life, is a direct result of your past decisions. This is your fault. It is. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you realize that you are an outcome of your past decisions, you will actually gain power. You will gain strength. And before you know it, you will realize that you are in charge of your future. You see, there is a reward in the recognition. You realize that I am here because of my decisions, and only mine. You can realize I can be somewhere else tomorrow, or next year, or in a decade if I make different decisions today. Appreciate the support. whatever the orange is. I don't know what TikTok does with all these things yet. I'm not sure. I'm learning, but I appreciate Mint's having this project. Recognition is its own reward. When you realize that you are at your current situation in life right now because of everything you've done, there's power in that. That means that tomorrow, that means that a week from now, you can be in a different place. And that's freaking amazing. Let me read some of these comments. Nessa, what's up? Nessa, when are you going to reschedule with me? I'm waiting for you, girl. You got the link. And if this is hitting home with you, I'm going to make it happen for you. No more placing mom as number 2. You got to be number 1, girl. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who is going to take care of the kids when you can't? It's important. You do have to be number 1 because you can't pour from an empty glass. You already know. Act now. Matter of fact, that link right there. Actually, I don't know if the link sends. You have the link. I don't know if I can post it to you. Hold on. Let me. It won't let me send it directly to you. But send me a message. Actually, I think I can if I open up Facebook on another page. All right. While I'm doing this, I want to hear from everybody. What are you currently struggling with right now? What has been the biggest challenge that you faced in the last month, the last couple days, the last year with adjusting or readjusting to civilian societies? And by the way, it doesn't matter if you've been out for 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 4 months, or if you're not even out yet. It doesn't matter. There's no timeline for transition. It can take anyone up to different times. So that's my challenge to you. I want you to drop below. What is it that you're currently having troubles with? And I'm going to give you some actionable advice, some feedback that you can actually apply to make a change in your life. And that's what I'm here for. Nessa, I'm dropping the link. I'm trying to here at least. All right, Vanessa, that's the link to get you rescheduled. All right. I hope I see you in my calendar soon. I only have a few spots left for the month. I'm in the process of rebuilding myself to be a stronger version of me. Absolutely, I hear you, but you got to take action. You got to move and strike while the iron's hot. It's the same way that we need help with other stuff in life. We need that while here. All right, let me read some of these comments. Dream King said, adjusting to a new life. Dream King, what's up, my friend? Listen, I'm happy to see you here, brother. I really am. At the end of the day, it's your choice, it's your decision. What else is everybody up to today? Appreciate you guys all joining my live. I really do. It means the world to me. It really does. This is all new for me. This is absolutely like out of left field. If you know me, you know that a year ago I was not here. I was in a much different place. All right, let me read some of these comments I'm reading over on TikTok. This guy's awesome. Charlie, you're freaking awesome. I appreciate you. Can't see your profile. Let me see. Charlie, you are awesome. I think you are amazing, and I really appreciate you. Vanessa, I just see that you booked. It just popped up on my calendar for Saturday. Very happy to see that. Let's freaking make it happen. Let's go. And for anybody else that is interested in more about my one-on-one coaching, which I'm not here to talk about, it's part of what I do. It's the paid version of this, which is basically actual one-on-one coaching. You come into my program, the Vet Rise Academy. Click the link in my bio, send me a DM. But again, if you're having trouble with anything, right here, right now, you can get some added value, and I'm here for it. All right, let me read some of these comments on TikTok, and if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, I'm reading those as well. USMC, Conquer Your Fears, proud of you, Perez. I appreciate you. I can't click your profile, but I think you know me personally, and I really appreciate you so much. So thank you very much. All right, Cesar said, I'm in the same boat as Nessa, rebuilding myself instead of destroying myself and starting from scratch. I always start from scratch instead of rebuilding. Brother, you said it. You are not rebuilding. Well, sure, you are rebuilding, but you are in the reconstruction phase. You are priming your life, and you are creating the life that you want for yourself based on what you want for yourself. All right, I have to hop off now. I do have a call that I have scheduled, but I'm going to actually see if I can push it for 5 minutes or 15 minutes. I told you guys I'd give you some value. So I'm going to stay here with you guys a little bit longer. All right, let me read some of these comments now. I want to be able to share. I take care of me and then hubby. I don't have time for myself. You have to have time for yourself. You can't pour from an empty glass. You have to take care of yourself, because before you know it, not only will you suffer and you will not be in a good place, Savannah, but you will end up resenting that hubby. And I don't want that for you or him. Yes, I've been in bad place all my life because of my choices. Well, Maria, that right there is amazing, because you know what, you're recognizing it. And that means that you can make changes. If you are unhappy with your current decision, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. And you can do something about it. Take ownership over it. Because if you want a different life tomorrow, you need to make a different life now. Struggling with not being in survival mode, you can't be in survival mode all the time. Because life is not about surviving, it's about thriving. You need to take care of yourself so much right now that you have reservoirs of energy. Self-esteem, isolation, motivation. For self-esteem, JW, start looking at evidence of where you are doing well. Whether it's brushing your teeth, taking a shower, going to work, not eating crappy foods all day, every day, those are all wins. Going for a 30-minute walk, signing up for a gym membership, saying no to that beer, saying no to that cigarettes, not sleeping in until noon. Those are all wins. Start stacking those wins. You will help to develop your self-esteem, because you will realize that you are making progress. And you will make it more evident. As far as isolation is something that is holding you back, because you don't know what's out there. You don't know what's possible. You don't know what you are keeping yourself from, because you're not allowing yourself to experience it. And as far as motivation comes and goes. Everyone loves the word discipline. I have a different word. I use the word devotion. Because when you can stay devoted to something because of understanding why it's important to you, and having a passion and a drive behind it, and understanding that you're doing it for a larger cause, you will stay devoted to it. Before you know it, you are disciplined enough to actually make change happen. And then all of a sudden, motivation, it just pops up out of nowhere. And it's real motivation. It's not that motivation that comes and goes. I hope that helps JW customers. Allowing myself to feel and express anger. Joops, the artist, allow yourself to express and feel it, but understand, where's it coming from? Why am I angry? Is it justified? Or am I using it as a reason to be hateful and envious and just angry towards the world and not allow myself to actually do anything? Are you angry because other things that you are in control of? Or are you angry because of where you are at? And if you are angry because of your current situation, remember what we talked about. You have the power to change. 1 Mile, 1 Veteran podcast. Looking forward to talking with you, my brother, by the way. And there's multiple transitions we can go through: work, school, family, friends, etc. Absolutely there is. There's a lot of different transitions we can go through. And understanding that each one of them has a different role, different part, different way of going about it, it's important. Men's Happiness Project, we should do a live together sometime. I'd love to, my friend. Send me a DM and we can figure something out. I'll send you my calendar and we will get something scheduled. I'd love to hear what you have to say about life. I do think that there's a guy I want you to follow. His name is Wayne Turonis. I think he's Wayne Turonis Inspires on TikTok. I think that you would get a lot from him. And I think he would get a lot from you as well. All right, first said, I've had issues with confidence and allowing myself to be proud of myself. Like I mentioned to JW, where we always stack our losses and we look at where we failed in life and we look at, I didn't do this, I didn't accomplish that. We have to start stacking our wins. We have to look at what we are able to accomplish. Was I able to get out of bed today? Did I get up when my alarm went off? Did I brush my teeth? Did I eat breakfast? When we are in a low state, everything that we do is a win. Everything that we actually accomplish in life is a win. And eventually, before you know it, you are doing a 30-minute walk every day. And then you sign up for a gym, and then you say no to that negative friend in your life that you always allow them to call you and complain and bitch and just complain about life. And then you start to limit your exposure to these people. And then before you know it, you're proud of what you're doing because you've developed all this evidence. You have a stack of evidence of you doing really well. And that's important. It's important because the more you realize that you are doing much better in life, you'll be able to actually do much better in life. It's a byproduct. When you do the things that you avoid in life, when you do the things that you feel are scary, God damn it, do you know what comes from that? Amazing things come from that. So when you stop avoiding the things that you think are hard or you don't want to deal with, what do you think will happen when you do that? Liberation. Happiness. So much more. We should do all right. First, all right. Looking at my in-home workout app. All right, Savannah. If you have an app that's gonna work for you, great. Just remember the thing that you were lacking was motivation, and that's the first thing that goes when you try and do it that way. So just be careful. Listen, I got your back, and if that's what you want to do, go for it. Just remember, we can't jump from one thing to one thing. Be consistent with it, and you can do it. I know you will. Chris said, and guilt. Always feel guilty about something one way or another, especially if you need trauma from service. So that's going to take healing. That's going to take therapy. That's going to take conversations. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard. But how do you get to that level where you can actually do the healing and go to the therapy and have those conversations? Well, you have to establish a series of wins. You have to establish a series of feeling confident. You have to have more bandwidth for that. You have to be willing to do a little bit more. Because the whole point of this is that if you start working out and you eat the right food and you go to bed when you're supposed to, you wake up with energy, you do all the things you're supposed to do, all of a sudden, one day, you're going to realize that I feel better. I can sign up for therapy. I can call that line that I've been avoiding calling. I can schedule my first appointment. And that's how you actually handle and heal from the guilt. Because we can't just go to the gym and suppress our emotions and fight our demons. That's not real. You have to heal from your emotions. The senses are kicking off. This feels like a working mom after a long day. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Savvy, but I'm just not getting anything. How do I look positive when there isn't any? You are positive. You have a lot of things that you're good at. You take care of your kids. You support your husband. You're there for work. You are still here, alive and kicking. All of those things are positive. All of those things are things that you're good at. Have a good night, my friend. I know you gotta hop off. But if you're not happy with where you're at and you want to do more, then you need to do more. You need to start somewhere. Confidence is a tricky thing because it comes and goes, right? But like, how do we remain confident? We got to make sure we start stacking evidence, proof of the wins. You got to move like a freaking fighter jet, not a hot air balloon. You got to be in the driver's seat of your life. You have to be deliberate with all of your decisions. You have to be the one that actually decides where you are going in life. I'm gonna hop off. I hope I gave you some value. If I did, do me a favor, drop a follow. Give me a follow on Instagram if you don't mind. I'm trying to build up more of an Instagram platform. I'm saying this to my TikTok followers because I'm live everywhere. So see, it takes a lot of freaking work, but I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And I love this. I absolutely love it. JW, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope you watch my videos. I hope that you got something out of this. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Do me a favor. Give me a follow on Instagram if you wouldn't mind. I like that phrase, move like a fighter jet, not a hot air balloon. Yeah, dude. I use that a lot in my program. My clients know. You got to freaking move like a fighter jet, not a hot air balloon. Just coasting through life. You got to be deliberate with every single turn that you make. You freaking just hit it. Good night, everybody.